Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world of professional wrestling. Thank you for joining us here at the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast. I am your American hero, that ball bro, joined with Wrestling Mark, Lucy, and Andy. Episode 70. We have a tremendous show for you today, and I am in a very extra great mood today. As you know, I am here live in New York City. We had our mayoral race last night, and man, I was nervous, I was tense, but later last night we have our new mayor, Mr. Zoran Mamdani, our very first Muslim mayor of New York City. It is an amazing story, and a certain content creator I saw on TikTok, this is a very similar story. They say wrestling sometimes imitates life events. No, life imitated wrestling in this instance with Zoran winning the mayoral race. For all my wrestling fans out there, Zoran becoming the mayor of New York City is very similar to Daniel Bryan dethroning the authority back in 2013, 2014. Just take a look at it. You tell me a grassroots movement by a socialist in Zoran Mamdani, like that doesn't mimic the Yes movement at all in one bit. And also look at the obstacles he had to beat. He had to win the Democratic primary against the establishment candidate in Andrew Cuomo. Destroyed him, smoked him. Then he moves on to the triple threat last night, which is basically the main event of WrestleMania 30. You know, when Daniel Bryan had to take out Randy Orton and Batista, and it wasn't even close. He destroyed his oppositions. He destroyed both of them, and just he rode the Yes movement. He rode the wave of positivity, and he is the new mayor of New York City. And it's just great that, like, how do you say, it just mimics the Daniel Bryan authority storyline, but also he's also a fellow sicko like us. He was at the very first Grand Slam. He was there for Omega and Danielson. There's photos and videos of him just locked in. You know what he was doing in 2021? He was studying the ways of the dragon. He was wondering, like, how do I take down the big opponents in front of me? He was studying the dragon. He was listening, taking notes. And 4 years later, it culminated in him pulling off the upsets of upsets. Very first Muslim mayor of New York City, Zoran Mamdani, defeats the authority, gets Cuomo out of here, pack your shit, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here. You fucking hands, you Trump-appointed motherfucker. We don't want you. Don't need you, all right? But man, it was beautiful. I am excited. And man, like I said, life sometimes imitates wrestling. Don't tell me wrestling is not real. It is real. It is life. It is world. It is everywhere we turn the corner. Every media that we ingest is life, is professional wrestling. Yeah.
Oh,
Well done.
you
Congratulations.
seem
And
very,
well
you seem very
done, New
happy.
York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like I said, I feel like the city needed a big pick me up, you know, and who doesn't love a great underdog story? And that's what Zoran is. And like I said, just the
Love
fact
a good underdog story.
he's a fellow that those are the type of wrestlers
Of
that
an underdog.
like I will always click with, like, are the underdogs, the guys who fight from underneath and just win out. That's why Daniel Bryan is one of the goats of all time. But I mean, and like I said, he's a fellow AEW fan, fellow wrestling fan. Like if I ever meet him or bump into the city, I don't want to talk policy or, you know, or his taxes or whatever. No, I want to talk fucking shop. I want to talk like you know, Danielson, Omega, and stuff like that, like, you know, and stuff like that. But as much as good as there is in, you know, on my hand, unfortunately there was some not so great this past weekend in the world of professional wrestling, mainly in the world of WWE.
What is saying?
Yeah, apparently they had this event called Saturday Night Main Event, and speaking of main
Doesn't ring a
events,
bell.
yeah,
No.
well, I'm gonna ring some bells right now. Like, Jey Uso versus CM Punk for the vacant world heavyweight title, and the best thing I can
shit
say
already,
about it
Phil.
is the match happened.
It was a
And
match that took place in a wrestling ring.
yeah,
It factually
that is true.
existed.
and
It
that's all I could end
exists.
with the positives.
Jey Uso's fucking dog shit, man. Like,
I don't think he
He's
deserves
so
as
fucking
much
shit.
criticism as he gets. But
Well, he's awful. I do. He's awful. Like, I'll give the
think
guy one
he's-
thing. The guy's got some kind of, like, you know, I don't know if he's got charisma. He's got a thing that he seems to work.
He's got a word. WWE fans like words. They like
But he's-
singular words. They like what? They like yeet. They like yeah. They like
But he's
things that
shit, though.
don't have to make even 2 syllables. 2 syllables blows their fucking mind.
Yeah.
It's got to be 1 syllable, and it's got to be repetitive, and it's got to be unfathomably annoying. That is what gets them going. It doesn't matter if you can't go more than 3 minutes in the ring. It doesn't matter if your moveset is a super kick. It means nothing. Just 1 syllable catchphrases, and you are golden.
Well, that's it. And
But
Jey
people
Uso,
are criticising him for that. But that makes him ideal for WWE. If anything,
Well,
you should be praising him.
of course,
As a
he's the
WWE
perfect,
superstar.
he's
He's
the
top
perfect
tier.
wrestler for WWE because he's got that one thing, that 1 syllable word that all the crowd latch onto. Shit.
And
He's fucking
And
shit.
Triple H just said this week he does not book for good matches. Like, we could have fucking told you that.
He said
But
that a
he-
while
yeah.
ago, didn't he? He said it's all about cinema. He believes it's cinema. Fuck off, Triple H, you prick. Jey Uso shit. CM Punk in ring is fucking shit. Like, at least CM Punk has got, like, can talk, though. He can talk. I'll give him that. He's got charisma. He can talk.
Yeah, what he
on the
can't
mic.
do
He
is shut
talks.
the fuck up.
No, do you know what?
The
CM Punk's
thing
at
is,
the
while
point of
he's
his
shit
career-
in the ring and he can talk, he also talks shit outside of the ring. The guy's a fucking lying prick.
And now he's got Logan Paul. No way is Logan Paul less annoying than Jack Perry. This can only end badly.
I saw that was a great
There's no
that was a great
fucking
thread
way.
on X. Like everyone, not even just you, Lucy, but I saw like so many like there's no fucking way Jack Perry's more annoying than Logan Paul. But even before that,
Well,
like
has he
let's
said
not-
this?
let's
Like, because
not jump
I don't
ahead.
follow any of this shit because it's all dog shit. Has he actually said that?
Yeah, but
No.
let's not jump too far ahead. Like there was one moment in the match between Punk and Jay where I'm like, what the fuck? When Punk attempted the spinning neck breaker on Jay and he just like fell forward and then you saw Punk like kick him in the head like
No, that was
visibly
fucking
frustrated.
dreadful, though. That
I've
was Brock on Braun
I've
Yeah.
seen
Strowman.
that clip. It's fucking. It's one of them ones where they look at each other and like, shit, what do we do for a split second? Like, oh, let's just pretend nothing happened and carry on.
That gave me
one thing I've
me
noticed about Punk
flashbacks.
quickly?
Andy, you remember Shawn Michaels versus Vader? I think Shawn came off the top rope. Vader was supposed to move, he didn't, and Shawn I think kicked him in the head a couple times. Like I think just cursed him out in the middle of the ring right there. It gave me flashbacks to that. But I mean, just real quick on Jay, like
You remember-
I think even before that match during the week, he did an interview with someone saying that he's tired of people saying that he's just an entrance. Well, you do your fucking entrance multiple times a fucking night. Then don't do it. Change it. Or get
fucking
better,
shit.
well-rounded, and we won't just call you an entrance. Because I'm sorry, like I'm trying my best to be objective here, but we got to call it as it is. Like he has legitimately gotten worse. Like from him winning the world title at WrestleMania till now, he's gotten worse in the ring. Like his
Do you not think that's a
stamina, he
confidence
gets
thing to any
blown up
extent?
so quick. And
It can't be because he's
yeah.
constantly getting pushed and he's over as fuck for some bizarre reason. So his confidence can't be low unless he's watching the matches back himself and going, "Oh man, why am I so fucking bad?" Like it can't be like I don't know. He's just shite. He's fucking rubbish. He's that bad.
I won't
that
comment. I
wrestling
will be
marks,
honest, I haven't
internet's
watched
died.
it.
No,
That's it,
never
yeah.
I. I've seen the clips, but he's
You watched
shite.
it.
Like I've seen other
Jey
clips of him.
Uso
I've seen
match
him.
and died.
I've seen him in other matches, and he's fucking rubbish. Like he is. He's like it's a waste of fucking time. Even like he says he's good at saying yeet, and that's it. Fair enough.
Can I jump
That's
in
what
with something?
WWE
Like,
is. He's. Oh, go on.
no, so I was looking
is
at
it?
Jey Uso, yeah, because obviously he gets a lot of criticism because he's not particularly good, right? Like in one-on-one matches, we know he's not very good. You look back, like scrolling through his matches, like he doesn't seem to ever have a well-received match. He had one with Cody, I think, in the summer that went down quite well, and one with Gunther. That's about it, yeah. When it comes to CM Punk opposite him, like people can squeeze something out of Jey Uso, I think. CM Punk's not the kind of guy to do that. CM Punk is in that position himself now where he can still have a really good match, I think, but it's when the person opposite him carries him. And the one thing I've noticed, again, like you look back on the matches that have been well received this year, they're few and far between. The one against Gunther at SummerSlam went down really well. Brett, am I right in saying, is there anything else in 2025 that's been really well received that he's done?
You just mentioned it right there. Like Gunther is the one
carries
consistent in WWE, like of guys that you could step in the ring that you're gonna whoever it is across from Gunther, you're gonna
Yeah.
get dragged into at least minimum 2.5 3-star match. And even Jay at WrestleMania, him and Gunther had I think a good match.
Yeah.
Very good match. And then like I said, CM Punk at SummerSlam, a good match as well. But that's the consistent is it's Gunther. Like Punk
Yeah.
at the,
Yeah.
just at this age of his, at this point of his life, it's wear and tear. It's father time. It's understandable on Punk's behalf in a sense. Plus, he's had injury, couple injuries in the past few years. But it's Gunther that's the one consistent in WWE that you put anyone across from him, he's gonna look like $1 million. That's why it should be Gunther versus John Cena for John Cena's last match. You want to make John Cena look like the absolute best that he can on his
Edge
final
is
time.
coming home, haven't you heard?
Oh my fucking god!
I want
That's
to see
the
that match.
latest.
It'll be
I can't
so
believe-
bad.
Moment.
I can't believe
touch
people
on
even.
Punk
I can't
quickly?
believe. Can't believe
Can I
people
just
even
touch on
think
Punk
that
quickly?
probably happened, man.
If you must.
Do you think there's any chance that Punk kind of foresaw what was happening when he was in AEW? He realized maybe when he came back, like he realized he couldn't do what he wanted to do in AEW, right? He realized when he had those matches, like he can't do what his body obviously, again, it happens, isn't it? It's biology. Shit happens. You've got older. You're into your mid-40s now. I also feel that his promo style as well, I think, in WWE,
He
he
did
batted
have.
everyone away. He didn't. He was losing promo battles in AEW.
I think that's
he
harsh.
lost to Eddie Kingston.
No, Oh, he did. He did lose the promo battle to MJF. I will give you
I-
that, and to Eddie Kingston. He
I
got a
think he's
verbal
a prick.
spanking.
But
But in the ring,
He
he and
knew he
MJF
couldn't do
had
it anymore,
the greatest
Andy.
dog collar match of all time.
I
He
think,
did,
I think
100%.
that's harsh because I don't think his matches were that bad in AEW. They really weren't.
No,
like
they
even his
weren't
last
bad.
match
They
with
definitely
Joe
weren't
was
bad.
good. It's like I don't think he. I don't like. I mean, looking at what happened with him in the UFC, I don't think it's a case for him looking and going, "Oh, I'm going to get shown up." He doesn't care. I feel like with Punk, it was literally just a petulance thing, and that just coincides with him,
I think he
you know,
does care. I
losing
think his ego is
his
so
ability
big.
in ring.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think the moment
I think his
it was,
ego's
there was
big.
no return. Go on, Andy.
No, I do. I agree that that's his ego. But what you were just going to say there, in that I don't think he's looked and thought I can't go in the ring. I thought he's looked and thought I'm not going to be able to kind of run this fucking show I want. I don't think it's got anything to do with him in
Definitely.
the ring. I don't think he cares. Like he
But
probably
I mean
looks
the
at him
whole
setting up his
package.
matches now and thinks he's knocking out 5 stars.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
whole
like,
package
the
of him is the
moment
thing. That's the
that-
thing.
And he fits them though. He fits the Fed perfectly. Like I mean, you know, now he's swallowed his fucking, you know, gone there with his tail between his legs and fucking gone his knees for Triple H. Like he fits it perfectly. Now he's completely shattered any illusions he had of being somebody. And now
establishment.
we see that he's just another
No,
fucking,
he's
you know,
he seems
bod.
happy there being of
Yeah.
Hunter or whatever the hell it is he's
Of course,
doing.
yeah.
But the moment, I guarantee, I would bet money on this, the moment it all went to hell, the point of no return, was when MJF returned in Chicago
And
and
he got
people
that pop.
chanted MJF. They cheered
think
for
his head had
him,
already gone
not
by
for
then.
Punk.
I think
No,
I think the
I don't
Hangman
know. I think he
situation
probably
was
thought,
it.
oh, I can pull it back.
The whole
Yeah, I
Hangman
don't
thing.
even
I
think
think
it, like,
he realised
yeah,
the promo style. He couldn't do what he wanted to do. He couldn't be like it was in WWE before. He was the anti-establishment hero. In AEW, everyone was anti-establishment. So he was going up in promo battles against people that were going to give him barbs back that he wasn't used to really getting in WWE, apart from when Triple H did that one time. He wasn't used to the dynamics of what he was getting in AEW, where it's you give as good as
Eddie
you get.
Kingston fucking
Eddie killed him.
spanked him. It was
MJF killed him.
beautiful.
Hangman made him cry.
I
Fucking
really don't
joke.
think it's I don't think it's that deep with him, honestly. I think it's just his ego in
I
the
do.
fact that he thought he was essentially going to go in there as Hogan in WCW in the 90s. He thought he was going to run the whole fucking show. And when wrestlers were, you know, getting on their knees, begging to work with him or backing down to him, and he realised that he wasn't the one pulling the strings. And that, yeah, he might have had a
He
lot of sway with
was.
Tony. Well, he might have had a lot of sway with Tony, but not
He had
everything was
Christopher
going his fucking way.
Daniels, the head of talent relations, banned from Collision. That's been confirmed now.
Yeah, but like
You can ban the head of talent relations from your special little guy show.
well, this is I'm
I
talking
don't
about
think he wanted to run it. I think he wanted to be loved, and he's
no,
not.
I'm talking about before Collision, like before Collision, because don't forget, like all this shit happened before Collision, and then Collision, it already got a Collision. Collision was, look, how can we make this work going forward? Tell you what, we'll do this for you, because they clearly wanted him to stay, because he, like, you know, in their mind he was a draw, and in, you know, WBD's mind he's a
He
fucking
definitely
draw.
was a draw.
So like, I think that was just them. That was just them doing everything they could fucking do to get him to stay and be happy, and him just like taking the piss, because I think he knew at that point he was gone, like, because that first run was, I mean, because like he genuinely looked happy for about 6 months. He looked like he was buzzing, and then when he realised that he wasn't when he wasn't the centre fucking attraction of everything all the time, and that people actually did like other fucking wrestlers, and that that promos and feuds weren't going to be designed around CM Punk coming out on top all the time. I think that's when he was like, no, because I genuinely look at it and I think he wanted to be Hogan in 96. Well, sorry, 94 was it? Whatever. When he went to WCW and they basically built everything around him with everything was revolving around whatever he was doing and he was running everything. I think that's what he wanted. And I think for him, it was just like, no, fuck you. And then spat his dummy out, blah, 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 back and forth. And then at that, once he realized his days were numbered, he was like, well, fuck you. Then I'm going to go there. The place I've said I fucking hated and would never go back. Fuck them. And he's shown that he is a man of very, little anything really. There's no substance to the fella. He's a fucking lying prick.
The thing that I always enjoy about him is, when he does something in WWE that gets a lot of really negative backlash, like when he goes to Saudi Arabia, when he panders to them, just all the things that he's like just have got contradicted the way he wants to be seen as this anti-establishment punk. He'll always come out and do something on Instagram, like a little post, like at a march or something. Just like, oh look, I am still that guy, guys. Honestly, I am still that guy. No, if you were still that guy, you wouldn't be doing these things. It's cool. Like you're a 47-year-old man making your money now. You're not anti-establishment. You are the establishment now. And that's fine. But just you might as well just embrace who you are instead of like trying to still be this man of the people. You're not a man of the people. You wouldn't have done the things you've done if you were a man of the people. But yeah, look, just own who you are. It's much better to own who you are. Run with the fact you're a bit of a prick. Don't try and be everyone's mate still. You're not that guy.
I think he is. I think he is though now, isn't he? He's owning it now. Like, I mean, when he looked like a tool, didn't he? When that time when he backed down, said, "No, I've never said Saudi Arabia was bad. It seems like a very nice place." And then people were like, "What the fuck?" And he went, "You're all using iPhones. You're using iPhones. What do you do?" It's like, fuck off, you dickhead. So, yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, and then I think it was this past weekend after the Saturday Night Main Event, he posted that picture on Instagram with himself, Jade, Ricky Saints, and who else? Like they're all champions in WWE. Like
he thinks
Cody,
he's having
he got me excited.
Cody,
I thought Rampage was back.
He thinks he's having a dig with people with that. Like he thinks he's getting a good dig in there on AEW, but he's not. No. Because I genuinely could not not against Jade. I would really wanted her to improve when she was putting all the effort in. Apparently, supposedly, I don't know. She never did improve, but I really wanted to see it improve because like as a package, it's got everything. Apart from the ability to fucking do anything in ring. And like the fact that they put the belt, I could not fucking believe that when I see it. Like I didn't watch it, obviously. But she is bad. And I know I'm not going to say to one of you guys, was she good? And you go, oh, 5 stars. No, she's fucking shite. No. So like the fact they put the belt in it, I could not fucking believe this. And the only thing I heard some people say there was a possible injury, like, and it may have been like a,
it was Tiffy. I think Stratton. I think she had an ankle injury, so it was obvious that they were going to drop the belt. So that's why it was like a quick 4 or 5 minute match.
The injury was before the match. Again, like the
injury was before the match.
Yeah, the injury was before.
Yeah,
so like she was still good enough to go with the match. Like I guess just to do the honors, like to drop the belt to her. But hell. you know what's funny? I look back at that photo with Cody, Punk, Jade, and Ricky, and then you see the discourse online like, oh, Tony fumbled these guys. Listen, I don't believe in anybody's fumbled, whether they went from AEW to there or vice versa. All those 4 people in that photo are exactly where they need to be, where they should be, where they're gonna get the most out of their 100%. Career. Like Ricky Saints, like, listen, he was okay, he was good in AEW, but respectfully, right now, you put him in today's roster, you are not like. Let's play a little game. I'm gonna name off wrestlers and tell me to stop when I name a wrestler you would book ahead of that. You would book Ricky Saints ahead of. Let's go.
We'll be here all day. We'll be here all day.
No, just real quick. I'm gonna go one at a time. But this is just for like Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe, Kevin Knight, Speedball Mike Bailey.
Can we just like pretend we've inserted that SpongeBob thing in
Bandido.
where it's
just
like
get down to hook so we can say stop.
Because you could list them off forever, mate, and there's no one. Well, actually, okay, there's one, but there's no one else.
Hook.
Like he's actually missing from that picture. He should be in that picture. And fucking Danhausen with his lizard mate.
But also, you could add Ethan. You could add Ethan Page to that as well, and Blake Monroe. All those 6 names that were former AEW wrestlers that are now WWE or NXT who are champions. They are in the locations where they are Yeah,
I
where they
don't-
are
I don't
meant
even
where
know
they are
who
meant to
she is. Who is
succeed
she?
and where they're going to get the most out of their entire career. So it's not a phone because all the talents I just named, guess what? They've been more than replaced. I mean, as far as like just on the card or with better talent on the AEW roster
Look,
right now.
I'm not
And
going to say the shit, but they're just not very good with the standard of what's available.
Cody,
They're not.
come on. I will
No,
not have a word
look,
against Cody. You know, I'm a Cody
let's
shill.
go.
I think
Okay,
he's
let's
amazing.
go through him. Cody, the 3-star general, as everyone used to call him. Cody's decent.
Disagree.
He's decent. He'll take anyone to a 3-star match. He can get taken to maybe a 4-star match if he really wants. His brother is scared of hospitals. He probably is as well. He's got a lovely dog.
His brother's suffering today, I bet you.
CM Punk, as we say, we've said all about him. He's old, he's had a hair transplant, and he suddenly doesn't hate Saudi Arabia anymore.
Did he get a head? Okay.
That's 100% a hair transplant. That's not fucking real. Or it's a toupee.
Maybe it's like that Simpsons episode. It's an evil toupee. He got like, I don't know, fucking Undertaker's
he
hair
went
or
to
something.
Turkey. He went
Jade,
to Turkey.
Jade is
Yeah.
shite. Jade looks $1 million, but she's shite. And apparently AEW's ropes are always on the rings whenever she's wrestling because that's always the excuse as to why she's shite. Ricky Starks, we could just laugh about that because he's fucking rubbish. The man fucking, the man was put in. He was put in fucking programs with everyone who was good in AEW and always came out. Well, never came out looking any better. And like you could say like, okay, maybe one with Jericho wasn't good, or maybe one with Cope wasn't good, but not every single promo where he's not come out of a feud or a promo with anyone where you go, I think Ricky Starks has got it. I think they should fucking. He never did. Like he never did. He's around the Hook level. Like, and he had the delusions of grandeur. The man thought he was going to be the fucking next big thing, and he's not. And plus, he's like fucking 40 or something, isn't he? And isn't he like the Jesse Lingard of fucking wrestlers? Great kid, got a great future.
He was only young.
No, he's maybe 35, 36, whatever. He's not a kid, basically, is what I'm fucking saying. And who else was on
So he's
who
not
else
like
on that
Hook
picture?
age. He's
Yeah.
No.
Then you got Mariah May. Yeah, whatever. She was very good in AEW. It's just bizarre how she's been terrible since leaving. But I'm assuming it's a booking thing. So whatever, give her a pass on that.
Yeah.
Still a bit of time to go. Ethan Page, I like Ethan Page. I think Ethan Page was he's one of the best average wrestlers going.
Yeah. Ethan, I will say, like, I think of all the wrestlers you just mentioned, I think he could have done more in
agree.
AEW.
No, I do agree.
I think he's good. I think he could hang with today's crop of mid carders that they have today. I think he would do.
Yeah,
I think he would
agree.
do very well.
You put Ethan Page in the Don Callis family and he would fit. I know
He would, but he on the lower level of the Don Callis family. Ethan Page obviously.
Well,
with like Trent with.
Him and Josh Alexander could get back as a tag team. I think they were a tag team in Impact and
Him and Rocky
TNA.
Romero would be amazing.
Josh Alexander streets ahead of Ethan Page. Like he is. Like I say, I like Ethan Page, but he's streets ahead of him. He putting Ethan Page back with Josh Alexander would be like sticking Jade with I don't know, Bianca maybe, and just like basically being an anchor around someone's neck for a year. I just think it's a terrible idea.
They did do that.
Oh, fucking hell.
Did
Wow.
put
No
Jade
bueno.
with Bianca. I don't know because I love Bianca Belair. She's like,
Yeah, no, she's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
taking
sick of WWE. Come on.
what they did with Bianca
Go
is
on,
like
Mama.
it's like taking a real top world title level talent and just sticking like it's like say Eddie Kingston sticking Hook with him or something, for a year. It's like, why would you do that?
Hmm.
I tell you what, you get 10 minutes to rant about Hook.
I'm ranting about Hook. I just don't think he's
him-
very
that's-
good.
That's 9
Ration
minutes
you.
and 50 seconds too much.
I would love Hook
Yeah.
to, honestly, I would love him to improve. But I've been saying this for like 5 years now. He's not, and he's the same as he was 5 years ago. It's stupid. Like, what is it? Why are they spending so much time trying to get Hook over? It doesn't make any sense. Like, I could name 30 people who should get that spot on TV at the moment and would probably make better use of it. I don't know. Like, give the Outrunners that fucking time. Give fucking Dalton Castle the time. Anyone. I don't get it.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
it's bizarre, mate. It drives me fucking nuts. I was hoping it was just a Halloween thing and they're just scaring us, but it looks like they are actually pushing in with fucking Eddie Kingston.
You know, you know what else? You know what else like gets me crazy? It gets me, or even gets WWE fans kind of crazy. Is fucking just Triple H. The new land. It's a new landscape in WWE. Like he fucking said before Monday Night Raw, and I love it. I think Triple H is becoming the ultimate troll, like leading WWE because they says, oh, we're in a new era, new landscape, and who CM Punk coming out cutting a promo on Raw? Who the fuck interrupts him? Logan fucking Paul. That's your new fucking landscape. The guy that nobody wants. They tease this fucker to be a face in the beginning of the show just to do a turn on Punk and Jay at the end. Like it's fucking dog shit. Like
They
I
need
mean,
to be careful with this, though. If the crowd if Logan Paul does something stupid enough that the Fed fans like it and they start to cheer, Punk goes evil every time there's a title on him. There's precedent to this. They need to keep an eye on Punk because every time you put a belt on him, he turns evil.
Logan, I feel, is the one of the few exceptions of wrestling that the fans would turn on and cheer him because it's everything. It's largely everything outside of wrestling. Why they fucking hate Logan Paul. So
Yeah, because they always give it the old, can't we just enjoy wrestling without worrying about what's going on outside? Why do we have to care about that? Because we're not a bunch of cunts, you fucking.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Like,
the
honestly,
Wrestling doesn't exist in a fucking bubble.
They'd watch fucking
Yeah.
Fred West in a fucking wall building match against fucking Harold Shipman or something. They don't care. They'd be happy for Bill Cosby to be a special guest referee in the women's title match. They do not fucking give a fuck. They'd
Yeah,
just
if
be
Epstein
like,
could hit
"Whoa,
a
that was
fucking
outside."
360, they wouldn't give a shit.
100%. They'd have fucking NXT on his island.
Like, and I will. This isn't exclusive to WWE. If it turns out that AEW wrestlers are twats, even if they followed me and had been a big inspiration to me for many, many years, I will block them without a fucking second thought. So, yeah.
But no,
Just saying,
you're
by the
you're
way.
absolutely right. They don't
a
they don't
hospital.
care
What
about
is it?
They don't care.
Yeah, hospitals. Ugh.
It's a big building with
yeah,
patients.
you're right.
That's not
Like they
important
don't
right
care
now.
about the audience. They don't care about what the crowd thinks, and apparently they don't care a lot about the well being of their talents or former talents. As in Ridge Holland, we saw the tweet a couple days ago. Like, so we know that unfortunately he was released. I don't care what it says. I still consider it a firing. The fact that he broke his ankle in a match against Moose on TNA on your partner's show.
Man.
You broke his
He was
ankle.
working for WWE at the time.
Working for WWE.
It was on that.
So,
Yeah.
and I know everyone's like, oh, well, they're covering his fucking surgery and rehab. That's what the fuck they have to do, or they would get sued. You got hurt on the job, so that's what they do. But now we hear that not only is he released, and he's not going to get paid until, however long he's out, like 6-7 months recovery. He also might have potential spinal fusion neck surgery on the horizon. So you never know. You have no idea when this guy's gonna step foot in the ring, and you see the tweet, like he might not even be able to afford his mortgage. So that's why, like, when I see whether it's Triple H or The Rock or anyone in WWE or TKO fucking touting their record breaking gates or just quarterly earnings and shit like that, but you can't even do the basic humanitarian thing. Like, you couldn't freeze his contract until he's perfectly healed and could get back on his feet and go work independent shows or other promotions around the world. No, you couldn't do that shit because you have to pick up every penny off the floor, and it's all for one and none for all, essentially, with WWE TKO. And I also, don't give me the fucking cop out that if Vince was there, things would be any better. No, he was the one that led the sale to TKO. He knew who he was selling the company to. He knew the bed that he was getting into. If Vince was in charge, it would still be the same.
torpedoed
Why
every
the
attempt at
fuck
a
are
union
so
that was
many
ever made.
fans out here trying to turn Vince McMahon into a fucking baby face? Cut
tell
that
you
shit
what, right,
out.
You know TKO are fucking evil when wrestlers are coming out and saying, look, to be honest, if Vince was there, he would have looked after me a bit better. Like, when people are saying that, you know fucking TKO are the fucking shit. That's fucking grim.
The worst thing
TKO
is,
are basically
I don't doubt
fucking
they're
British
wrong.
gas.
I don't doubt they're wrong. I like Vince.
It's not
Vince
the same.
Vince
It's
he's
mad.
like Rupert Murdoch. He's like Rupert Murdoch. The man is subhuman scum. But when you work for him, there will be an element. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. If you're making me money, I will look after
Yeah.
you to some extent because you help me keep churning. Whereas this lot now, it's like they're in so much debt. They've got so much they want to achieve in such quick time. It's all just rapid, instant. This is not long-term capitalism from them. This is short-term gluttony, and it's starting to be exposed now because they've taken so many shortcuts, done so many stupid things, prioritized so many things that have affected the actual product and what WWE is. That's why they're now in a position when they're getting 4,500 for a SmackDown. When, look, don't get it wrong, WWE's been shit for about 18 months now. Yeah, but as we know from 2001, WWE fell off a cliff in summer 2001, and it took years before they really felt the impact of that. It takes WWE, like it does most major companies. It would Apple, it would Sky Sports, it would Fox. It takes years for the knock-on effect when you turn to shit. WWE has been shit for quite a long time now, and TKO are responsible for that because they've prioritized things elsewhere. They've tried to get a new audience in, a new target audience. Like, yes, it's amazing that this week, that's what SmackDown did under 1 million. Like, again, I'm sure it didn't when you look at everything, but on Nielsen, which is bullshit because it doesn't mean that much, but on their scale, it's under 1 million for the first time. And I saw people genuinely said, "Oh, it was Halloween." Like, the fuck is this? It's Halloween. So fucking what is Halloween? It's fucking Halloween. Who gives a fuck? That's for fucking 6-year-olds. Like, Raw's on at 9 o'clock. No one's doing anything past 9 o'clock. It just, yeah.
You're that angry.
Halloween.
You're that angry that your voice was cutting out there, mate. Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Oh, sorry.
Angry,
You
entered
lot
a different dimension.
You know what? I feel there's too much anger and just we're too hot tempered right now.
How about we fucking WWE?
How about we talk about something that will make us happy and bring sunshines and rainbows here to this group chat wrestling podcast, and that is Blood and Guts. Oh, fuck off! God damn.
For fuck's sake, I could go off you.
The good version of Survivor Series, and that's Blood and Guts. We got that. We got that next Wednesday. So
we got the gobbledygooker at the end as well.
Yeah.
You.
Oh man. Don't wish that fucking Danhausen will come out of the egg.
Oh my God, no! I was just taking the piss out of gobbledygooker, but I could actually see that happening.
That's what. Yeah, it's a realistic possibility. But
come out and do a
we got Blood
curse.
and Guts on the. Yeah, exactly. We got Blood and Guts on the horizon, guys. So I want to start with the women because I think the women's match is the most intriguing match to me.
What's the participants? Let's run through who, because we've got some matches as well.
All right, we got some matches. Do anybody have the tonight we have.
Before we go on the women's match, we just we spoke about this briefly last week. We discussed whether we thought they were going to do a men's. They did announce a men's, and it's fucking shit. It's a waste of time. I can't be arsed with it. It'll be good, but I just think they shouldn't have done it. It's like, why? Why do we need to? But whatever. They've done that, and then we had that mini panic in the week, and everyone's like, "Fuck, have they pivoted or something here?" Like, because they announced the women's a month ago, and we've not seen anything. And like, there was a few people starting to get a bit twitchy on the internet where they were like, "Fuck, if they pulled the women's match here or something." But then luckily they announced it, and we're all happy again. And we're gonna have, was it 6 on either side now? Is it? Yeah. Sorry, Brett, you can carry on now, but it was 6, was it?
Which isn't the most they've ever had.
So the women, it's 6 on 6. So there's 3 matches to determine who's going to get the advantage tonight. It's Queen Amanada versus Megan Bain. The other matches are Hayter versus Blue, and if necessary, Tekla versus Harley Cameron.
So that is going to be necessary then.
Yes,
that's going to be collision.
I think they're both. I think both men's and women's are going to go 3 matches. I think they'll both be necessary. But just real quick on the women's, I have 3 questions. There's 3 quick questions. Number 1, who's going to run the blade? Number 2, who's going to get thrown off the cage? And 3rd, which team faces our heels is going to win?
Well,
Lucy, go ahead.
Before we answer, can I just ask you guys a question?
Yes.
Which of you guys? Well, how many of us fell off a chair when Mercedes was announced in the match? Because I did not fucking see that coming. What the fuck?
In a million years?
That's the one that we She's the one we've consistently all said all along. There's no way she's in Blood and Guts.
She is terrible at this creative control shit because. That kills the argument right fucking there. You have creative control. Why the fuck would you put yourself in this fucking match? But yeah, just fucking idiots. But yeah, I just say like she's bad at this creative control shit. But yeah, like when I saw her, I'm like,
I couldn't believe it. I was
like, fucking hooper. For the love of the game,
wrong.
she is a generational fucking hooper. That's why.
Yeah. Do you want me to give you a quick reminder of the participants then?
Go for it.
on the women's teams. Okay. On the baddie side, the bad guy side, we've got Julia Hart, Sky Blue, fucking Mercedes Moné, Megan Bain, and as a replacement for Penelope Ford, we have Marina Shafir. On the women's side, we've got Queen Aminata, Toni Storm, we've got Harley Cameron, Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and guess who has a shirt for this very occasion? Because she's also in a match on Dynamite, I believe. We have Willow, who I am guessing right now is the one that's going to blade.
That'll be the image of the year right there.
Also, can I just have a minute? I never
think
criticise
Mercedes
AEW,
will, you know.
so can I have a minute to criticise them now? This shirt came in the All Elite crate, and the shirts in that crate used to be fucking lovely quality, except for some reason they've decided to weave this one out of the hair from around a fucking walrus's asshole. It's horrible. Horrible material, AEW. Do better. Willow deserves better than this shit material. So yeah.
I think
So what are we doing?
Mercedes Blade, you know. Honestly, I do.
think she does
I
as
feel
well.
like that's one thing. I think that's one thing she's never done, and I feel like she's the one people will not expect. Look, she's not going to do a Tony Storm and fucking Revolution kind of, you know, she's not going to literally slice deep into a fucking skull for God's sake. But I do feel like she I feel like she does get a bit of blood. I feel like she does. Yeah, I feel like she's doing it.
You know what?
Willow
those are
will
good
anyway,
choices.
like-
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I'm saying Willow.
if
I
Willow
think
does
that'd be
that, that's
good
the
enough.
visual of the year right there. Because like, just think of Willow just crimson mask and everything. That'd be fucking.
With
but
a
I
smile.
want to
I
go
think the
like a
heel-
little
the heels
outside.
win.
Like I think the heels win, but I think
And the
I think
visual
Willow's
is a
gonna throw
smug-
Sky. Yeah, Willow's gonna throw
well-
Sky off the cage.
Yeah, Sky's
think?
going off the cage. The
That-
tantrum
probably.
if they don't let her go off that cage.
Yeah. Sky, listen, I guarantee once the match was announced on that episode of Collision like a couple months ago, I guarantee when the show went off the air, Sky ran to Tony's office and was like, please, me, throw me off, who else? Like, it's either her or Tekla that are going to get thrown off the cage. And, yeah, but I think more than likely, Sky gets, but I was
Do you
going to
think
say,
it's actually off the
Megan
cage,
Bain-
like Mick Foley levels off the cage?
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
so.
off, like, you know, halfway up the cage.
Off
or
the
something,
side,
yeah.
Shawn
'Cause off the
Michaels against
cage,
Undertaker, bad
like,
blood.
nobody's done off the cage. After Darby did it, like essentially, not Darby.
Sammy.
Sammy did it's essentially a swan dive off the cage, though, wasn't it? Really, it wasn't a full on.
I mean, it was
you
the
know,
safest one. You
and,
could
like,
tell they had like
yeah.
all the pillows under shit.
Well, that was
Yeah,
the
like, I would
Jericho
say, like,
one,
yeah,
wasn't
have
it?
them,
Yeah,
like,
when,
The fucking that
Yeah,
was a
when
bad
they-
camera.
yeah,
angle.
when
The
they had
most
the
stressful moment for me was
cardboard
when
fucking.
Jericho was getting swung on the cage. I was convinced Claudio was letting go and he was
Oh,
just off into the stands.
Same. That was far more like scary to watch than them going off the cage, because going off the cage they planned it, but spinning around on the top of a
Yeah.
cell when you've we've all seen the documentaries and stuff when they talk about the original Hell in the Cell with Foley when it wasn't actually supposed to break. And you're seeing fucking Claudio spinning around with fucking a heavy Jericho on the end of his fucking arms. Like, what the fuck?
Jericho said in the new book, the AEW book that's out, he says nobody else in the world he would have allowed to do it. If it wasn't Claudio, he wouldn't have done the spot. Like, I wouldn't have fucking done it anyway, sorry.
I feel like the closing shot of this is going to be Mercedes with just the smug as fuck look on her face with a bit of blood. Yeah, I think it's set. And I think it's going to, like, obviously lead into Full Gear, isn't it, for the title match?
Yeah.
We mark who's going off the cage. Is it
It
Sky or
has to
Tekla?
be. It has to be Sky Blue. Like, realistically, she's the one that would want to. She's the one that makes sense. She's the fucking nutter in this match. So I'm looking forward to whatever. I don't know if anyone's going to go off the cage, but I
She's
think
the one
she'll do
that set a
something.
girl on fire.
She'll do something egregious. She'll, like, they are going to be hell bent on making this match memorable. One, elevate herself from this match as well, because like Sky Blue has improved a lot, because she came through, she had a lot of good faith from AEW fans, but then kind of stagnated. She's come back from the injury, and I've genuinely seen enough in her to say, like, she's actually good. She's not just there by the number now, but she needs a moment that's going to say, okay, like, a moment that really stands out, a moment that elevates her from the mid-card person to the person that's going to be one of the first tag champs, someone who can be a credible TBS challenger within the next 6 to 8 months. And this is the match for her. Like, most people in this match are established to a level that I don't think they're going to get much bigger than. She's the one that has the highest ceiling in this match. So I want to see something really fucked up from her, like fucked up, like proper fucked up shit.
You say proper fucked up. That's why I
Proper fucked
changed
up,
my
right?
decision. I changed my choice from Sky Blue to Tekla, and the scenario I have in my head is her and Aminata are on top of the cage, and Aminata just hits Tekla with a nasty headbutt. Like, and I'm sitting, and Tekla's right there at the edge, and it will be like a safe, like, whatever, whether it's a table or crash pad area on the outside, like just bam, headbutt, and Tekla just takes the bump of the century, just falls off the cage, because it's like either Tekla or Blue. Those are the two that I see.
I could see Aminata taking it, to be honest.
Really?
I could, like, yeah. I could see her taking it through some tables. Definitely. I mean, look, she's been through
All right,
through
I'm going to go a
fucking
little bit.
chairs all over the place, hasn't she?
I'm going to go with a wild
never
card
lost.
then. Mark was saying that the Sky Blue is the one with a lot to prove. I think there's one other, and it's on the babyface side, and that's Harley. I think Harley, she's another one who, all right, no, she's not at the highest level at the minute, but she is trying and she is improving. And I think if she does some sort of crazy spot,
I think she'll have a crazy spot. I just can't see her going. Look, maybe she will. Who knows?
Give her that moment with blood on her face. And
will she have the puppet
something
in the match?
Oh,
and if she's bleeding,
100%,
does she get blood on the puppet? Like, oh my god,
100%. They've got to do that. I don't care. I don't care if that's fucking sports entertainment. Like, get the puppet out. The puppet's got to be there.
Listen, sports entertainment is good when it's good. Like, we found that out last week when we had the ending with Samoa Joe and Hangman Shivani.
It's good in small doses, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that was essentially
everything I owned. It was in that fucking marshmallow suit.
It was essentially replaying the fucking hits, though, wasn't it? It was a redo of the Marshmallow Man thing. It was different, but like, it was essentially a how can we do this again, but not the same. And you know what? It worked, because sometimes the hits are hits for a reason. Yeah. And Joe, I loved about that, by the way.
His beard was perfect, and he even padded his arse. It was amazing. Every person I see now, I'm squinting like, are you Hangman Adam Page?
What I loved,
tell me if you are.
What I loved about it was the way when Tony was speaking, because it was clearly Tony's voice being played through the thing. When Tony was speaking, they added like a fuzz onto it to make it sound like it was the Scream voice changer. It was like, it wasn't like a clean Tony. It was Tony's voice, didn't it? You can't have a voice change, did that? But it was like they added this kind of buzz on it to make it sound like Hangman was actually speaking and using a voice changer. It was so fucking good. It was excellent. And a great finish. Hangman is the best babyface in wrestling. He's fucking incredible.
He is, and that's why people saying, "Oh, he's already stale and should lose the title. He can get in the fucking bin."
How is he fucking stale?
No,
he's constantly doing the best.
Ask me.
He's constantly doing the best numbers for AEW on TV. His segments do bigger than anyone else.
It was such a high when you won it. They want that every week, apparently. That's how it fucking works.
Like I mean, like one thing they have done with him.
The title.
People are stupid. One thing, though, it's probably the same people who still think Darby's going to win the fucking belt. But like, what they have done, which I haven't liked, and it has been something I've not really enjoyed too much, is the way they've made the world title take a bit of a backseat to the Darby Mox story. I still think the world title should be the number one story all along, and then Darby Mox should be just sub that, because for me, I always feel like the world title should be the most important like thing on the card, and the women's world title, I'll go for that as well. That should be, which is why I was so frustrated with the 4-way leading to what we've been to and all that. But like, yeah, I'm not too happy the way they've kind of just took the foot off the title story and the Hangman story to push the Mox Derby stuff ahead for a while. Which is look, this the men's blood and guts. The story and the build up to it does nothing for me, but it's going to be great anyway, because these guys are all fucking phenomenal. And like, last year's was like that. Last year's had a really bad build, and the match they had was excellent. I really enjoyed last year's, even though it was the worst of all the blood and guts. I feel like this will be the worst of all of them, but that's just because it's the fifth, and just it's not as new and exciting, and like I say, it's not had the build because we like, rightly so, we've all been focused on what's going to happen with the women's one, because it's actually had a bit of a build to it, so. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, the women's has absolutely been the focus. I'm fine with that. I don't think that the men's is, maybe the match itself isn't going to be the best one, but the angle behind it with, if Mox loses, he is fucked. Like, I mean, that's it. He's done.
Before we started recording,
are turning on him.
That was my thing as well. I do think that's
Yeah.
what comes out of this. I don't believe this match will go as long as the women's, which I think will be like a standout, like approaching 5-star match. I think this will be more story orientated, and it would not surprise me at all if the men's, again, we said this before, Lucy, before we came on. I think if the men's is the main event, which I don't really want it to be, but if it is, I do think it ends with the Death Riders turning on Moxley and beating the shit out of him in the cage after he loses to Roderick Strong on Dynamite or Collision, whatever it is this week. And then he cost them the match there. I think they turn on him and they absolutely obliterate him. If the match goes on earlier, I think, as you said, you're probably right in that they just kind of leave him and then it's kind of up in the air a bit more.
I think it's too soon for me. I want it to go a bit longer, but I think you're probably right. It probably is going to happen. I'm still praying for
also
an
we got
Orange Cassidy heel turn.
we got 2 weeks before the pay-per-view as well. So I'm like, are they going to do it 2 weeks before
that's a good shout,
the
actually.
pay-per-view? But I will say this: if the women, the women should main event, but if they do main event, like they're going to main event Blood and Guts because they have the better story, they have the better storylines going on, and you could argue that with Mercedes and Stat going into Full Gear. I'm 100% on board with that being the main event for Full Gear because, like I said, it has the better story right now between Mercedes and Stat, and also you can also look like Full Gear is always it's the revenge arc pay-per-view of AEW pay-per-views. That's where everything comes full circle. It was Hangman and Kenny. It was Mox and MJF. So that's where everything comes full circle. That's where the previous wrongs in AEW get righted in a way. Like Hangman finally come. So
See, I'm going to disagree that Mercedes and Stat have the best story. I think Mercedes has the best story, but not with Chris Statlander.
I agree.
Not the way Joe and Hangman do.
I still feel like I totally agree. I still feel like they need to do more work with Statlander's character, and I really hope they do because I don't see her losing it anyway. So they probably will. They'll probably keep going with this, but they need to keep going because she's been so stop-start, up and down for so long that it's hard to get as invested in this as some of the other characters. I mean, Mercedes, it's because we've had this long running thing that it's intriguing what's going to happen next week. We want to know what's going to happen with all these belts, when she's fine, they're going to fucking lose. And yeah, no, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And
I think Stat... Oh, go on,
I was just going to say, I agree with what you're saying about Joe and Hangman as well being, having more.
Yeah, they're more linked together. I think if Stat walks into Blood and Guts as like an obvious leader of the babyface team, and that's a great way to start that up. Sort of, she wouldn't join the Death Riders. Screw you! I'll start my own team with, killer women. But yeah, but her and Mercedes don't have that much together right now, so no. But yeah, Mark's right that they're absolutely going to turn on Mox if he screws this up. But I think they'll wait. I think the men will open the show, which is no slight. I think the opener can be just as important as the main event. But the men will open the show, they'll lose, it'll be Mox's fault, and it'll almost be ritualistic the way they get rid of Mox, because Claudio's always been about that sort of ritual, the stuff on his jacket, like a knight serving his king. I think it'll be a case of, like, Arrow, you have failed this group. He won't do it in the heat of the moment. It'll be planned.
I don't think Claudio's... I would love him to, but I don't think he's taken over. I would love him to. I think he should, but I just don't feel like they see him as the top guy. They see him as that kind of gatekeeper guy. I feel like there's probably someone new going to take over. I don't know who. Someone who maybe wears denim.
Oh my God!
No, Andy, stop!
Hold up,
bad Andy. Someone get him a squirt bottle.
Andy,
yes, it's got to happen. They've got Mox tied up. They're beating the shit out of Mox.
He's not leading the Death Riders.
Orange Cassidy turns up,
in his
beats
Bond
the shit out of him,
era,
and puts his leather jacket on. Claudio should, but I just don't think they will. I don't think they see him as a top guy.
I would have Marina.
It wouldn't be a bad choice. It'd be better.
It's her husband that's going to twat Mox on Collision.
I still think the Death Riders, it's a shame because the Death Riders have been rejuvenated quite a fair bit in the last kind of four months or so.
Yeah, and you're right, they could go longer with it. They really could.
I feel like they've still got legs. I'd like them to see them go a bit longer. I said this a while ago. How about this for an out there one? Like, you're gonna think I'm Mose now talking so much fucking crap. Sorry, Mose, but like he did say Takeshita was going to lead the Death Riders and they're going to be faces. But I don't think I'm not going that far.
Christ.
But
no,
I think what if? And I said this ages ago. What? What?
No, I
Is
think
there a
you just
delay
heard
on or
that
something?
idea I think you just heard that idea of like
Yeah.
Takeshita like being
Yeah,
the leader
about
of the Death Riders.
They
He
do
probably,
the Death Rider.
probably
No,
just lost it.
what about if Darby Allin takes over? Because he could
Darby's
replace
a
Mox.
face.
Yeah, the Death Riders could actually turn face.
Oh,
Darby Allin takes over.
Still no.
He takes the two young lads with him. Claudio will probably do his own thing, and I want to see Darby Allin form a group. That's what I want to see.
there is no universe where Marina Shafir walks behind Darby Allin. I love
think
Darby,
I think she does her own thing.
but he's
now.
not a group leader.
No, I just want Darby Allin to turn on Sting. I'm trying to come up with ways Darby Allin can turn on Sting.
I'm
That's
trying
all.
to get people to kill their father figures. Matt Menard's got a restraining order on you, I heard.
Magic, what a man.
But I mean, some of the best storylines are just like backstabbing and stuff like that. I mean, just
Yeah,
the
exactly.
when we get
Yeah, right.
I mean, listen, as great as that could be, like it's
Look,
gonna
Christian
pale in
Cage on speed dial.
comparison to when Takeshi gets booted from the Don Callis family, and it's Kyle that stabs because listen, you go back to the family gathering like last week, like not a lot of people I don't think caught on to the fact like while Takeshi and Okada are staring at each other, like going at it, like you hear Kyle in the background like Take, like chill, like Take, like chill, like he's. I guarantee when the moment comes where it looks like it's Kyle and is gonna have Takeshi's back and everything, it's fucking Julius Caesar in a wrestling ring right there.
It's as clear as anything. It's the most obvious fucking thing of all time, and you
Yeah.
know what? It's fucking brilliant. I don't care if it's
I'm
obvious.
still
It's
gonna
ace.
cry.
Like, just it's gonna set the fucking table for the feud of the year next year between Kyle and Takeshita. I mean, it writes itself, and like even though we know what's coming, like it's gonna happen. Like, when it fucking happens, it's just gonna be like, oh you motherfucker! Like, god damn
It's
it.
going to be a messy divorce. Hechicero should get 2 Christmases out of this. This is going to be so nasty, so messy. You saw what Kyle did to Will Ospreay. He's got no fucking loyalty. None at all. He'll turn on Takeshita. And I'll cry. Even though we know it's coming.
When he turned on Will Ospreay,
Stop smiling, Andy.
when he turned on Will Ospreay, it was so obvious. We knew it was coming. And it was brilliant. Like it was. We all knew it was going to happen. Like it wasn't like it was
Something
a big
wrong
shock.
with you,
They were teasing it, and it was great. So it's going to happen. And the whole civil war in the Callis family is going to be great. That's got real potential because
Yeah.
it's just going to split
Absolutely.
completely. I don't think it's going to be a all turn on Takeshita. I feel like it's going to be a full on split down the middle, a full fractured civil war between the Callis family.
Who would join Takeshita then?
Anyone. You can have anyone from there.
Obviously
I mean,
not Kyle or
obviously
Okada.
Kyle. I don't know. I could see like Lance Archer going along with him as well.
Be Hechicero.
Yeah,
Because Don
Brian
Callis is
Cage.
trying to buy
but
the
he's
Young Bucks at the minute.
Still injured, isn't he?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has to have
they-
another knee surgery apparently.
Yeah, I was gutted about that. I seen
Yeah.
his video, man. He looked fucking distraught.
Plus, Callis is bullying the shit out of him every 10 minutes. There's another
He's
tweet up
toughening
calling
him up.
Brian
Okay, it's good
stupid
coaching. It's
and
good motivation.
horrible.
All right.
Speaking of the Young
That's
Bucks,
fighting you, Brian. Don't fuck.
are we all assuming that the Young Bucks are gonna? Because they don't look too happy about having to go against Kenny. You know, I think it was.
No,
I
but
think-
they do
I
have
think-
the tendency to fuck off with any sugar daddy that buys them a pyro entrance.
Yeah, but I feel like the Young Bucks know what they're doing, and they've shown hints of this. They've shown us little slithers of that they actually do care about Kenny.
If you've seen BTE, they're having a full-on character arc, talking about like how it's being nice to people gets you places, and Brandon has private jet money now, by the way.
You could see that Matt wasn't too happy about fighting Kenny, but he's like, okay. But Nick was like, oh, hang on, money? Okay, yeah, we'll do it. The money's there, yeah.
But yeah,
But-
Nick would gleefully follow Don Callis into a life of crime, but Matt still has a little bit of his soul left. Nick traded it for like poker chips.
It's going to be a case of the Callis family beat down and the Bucks decide to help Kenny. That's going to happen. It's got to happen. We want it to happen. Give us the Elite back.
Not just Kenny. On being the Elite, they've had Hangman's jacket and boots in their locker room.
Hangman's going to need some. He's going to need some. I'm going to say backup again anymore, but with Hangman in the same sentence. He's going to need some help again at some point soon with the ops. So yeah, why not? I did put the Elite back together, man. Just fucking do it. I don't care.
The Elite can have another run. They can.
Yeah.
You know what?
As we said
Even
last
before
time,
the
but-
Elite,
Put Kenny in the trios. It's fucking 5-star trio matches every week with the Bucks.
yeah. So I was gonna say before you get them back together with the Elite, I just want that one-time trio of Hangman, Bandido, and Brian Keith. Like
It's not
just-
happening, man.
Just all, and so is it Orange Cassidy wearing the
It's-
black leather jacket. Okay, so we
it's that-
can't have what we want.
There's
We all
only
have our
one.
white whale, don't we?
There's only one moving component in the Orange Cassidy wearing a black leather jacket. There's 3 you've got to have for the Hangman, like Bandido, Bounty Hunter team. It's not happening unless Tony does a blind trios tournament at some point, which could happen, I guess. You know,
Just a
So, like-
tournament where every trio is grouped based on how cowboy coded they are. Their level of cowboy determines their trio.
I'd see.
mean-
We could do that.
I'd get excited about that, but then they probably fuck me over and put Hook in for some reason wearing a cowboy hat. So
Because there'd be non-cowboy teams. Obviously, they'd have like people with less cowboy influence. Not everyone's a cowboy.
No one has more or less cowboy influence than Hook. But as I say, before I think we wrap it up, I just wanted to just touch briefly on the Bandido Mascara Dorada match over the weekend. Oh my God, they somehow did it. I think they had a better match than their match in Mexico. Like it was absolutely fucking insane. I mean, I already locked it up. Bandido's my wrestler of the year. His fucking catalog since winning the Ring of Honor title back in April off of Jericho, like it's just been insane. And then with him tagging with Brody, like you've seen like his character like more developed right there, like just the wholesomeness of like just we learn more about Bandido like, in the past few months. Like you learn like the artwork on his body, like the butterflies on his back, I think represented his grandparents. I mean, having his grandmother there a couple weeks ago, which I already did in my story, that fucking got me right in the damn heart. I'm like, man, like he's a future AEW world champion in the next 2 years. As a matter of fact, the 2026. I mean, I know the plan is probably Will Ospreay right now will be the one to take the belt, but it's like, man, you don't think Tony's like in the back of his head? Like, I know Will is there, and there's no rush for Will to win the title, but Bandido's right there.
Wembley,
It's
man.
like,
It's all about Wembley, innit?
I know Wembley,
Yeah.
but it's like, fuck,
It's
man. It's like, if would anybody be upset, like, if it were Bandido?
Yeah, a
I
little
would.
bit. I
I
Tiny
know,
bit.
man. It's like,
only
but-
because it's Wembley.
Will
Yeah.
Wembley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
if it was in America,
if it
no.
wasn't Wembley, Bandido, I think won
But it
a
is.
million. Yeah, it's Wembley, so obviously that's and people got way too excited when they saw Ospreay rehabbing already. Some people thought, oh, it's gonna be January. No, there's absolutely no rush for Ospreay to come back. I mean, so yeah, I say he's gonna come back in the Owen next year as the
So you're
wild
seeing
card.
him
They can't-
on Friday, aren't you? You'll see him at Eve.
Yeah. He'd be at Eve.
Trying to
Can't wait
behave
for that.
himself.
Yes.
Hide your donuts.
We may see
He
Mercedes
does
as well
steal donuts at Eve.
because we did theorize that Mercedes is doing all this shit for the love of the game to the point where she's probably going to be fighting, for a fucking kids title somewhere in a fucking school hall down the fucking street. So she may turn up taken from Statlander. Who knows? Probably not. But no, it's
No.
it's going to be fucking great. I'm just thinking Statlander mainly because of the fucking to build for the
Yeah.
for the match. Yeah, maybe.
She could
you know.
jump a stat after a match.
I think she
That'd be
may actually be at the December Eve as well because did you see that? There's a while back, but the Eve dude, what's his name now? The Eve guy, the promoter, I forget. Oh, Dan, the Eve guy, Dan. He put a thing on.
He's dead nice, actually.
He is. He's a nice fella. He put a thing on there a while back saying if you haven't booked your December tickets, I would advise you do so because they may
We're
go
over
very
here
quickly.
anyway in
Yeah.
December for Dynamite
Exactly.
Collision.
It's that week, isn't it? So yeah,
Might have to, because I'm going to Cardiff and Manchester.
I know if
Fucking
if
it, what's-
Mercedes is announced, I'm probably going to go to it. Like, I mean, I'm probably going to go anyway because the card class, like, it's
We know, yeah.
it's.
As soon as you heard Willow for the other one, you ran and got
Yeah,
your tickets.
I-
You
I-
legged it back from the bar.
Yeah, because I thought Willow was there because Willow's music. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck shit. I'll turn around and Mel was shouting, she's going quick. I was running back from the bar, and then it's like, oh no, Willow at the next. I was like, you fucking bastards. You fucking had me.
Make
I
me
was at
run.
the front of the queue as well. But no, it was. It's
The
good.
only person Andy will abandon the bar for is Willow.
I can't wait for that. It's going to be class. Yeah, really excited about that. And I'll just on what you're saying there on Bandido as well. I do feel like what you said was right there. That his thing with Brody has really helped him get some character over rather than just being this, faceless luchador that's cool, that does cool as fuck stuff in ring. It's actually really helped people. I think a lot more people now will have more of a connection with him because he's, there's more of a personality about him rather than just, he comes out in that cool mask and does cool moves. It's been fucking great to see the connection people have got with him over the last 6 months or so. And I actually feel like that started more before the Brody thing, but more when Jericho beat the shit out of Gravity. And he, because I didn't even know if Gravity was his fucking brother, to be honest. And when his family were there and he ripped his mask off and that, and then Bandido lost his shit. It's great. And just, seeing Bandido's progress has been fantastic. And I agree with everything you said, Brett, apart from the fact that, no, he's not beating Will Ospreay.
Yeah, no, I know it's Ospreay, it's Wembley, but next minimum 2 years, he's going to be an AEW World Champion, no doubt about it. But right, guys, anything else?
Ospreay turns evil.
That's going to happen
We should do an
eventually.
awards show at the end of this year, and we'll see who Wrestler of the Year is. Men's is probably Bandido.
It depends on the criteria. I think in ring it's Bandido.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
nothing close, but I feel like overall,
Well, we
everything, still hanging.
Well, we
on
got a
for
little
me.
less than 2 months to go. We got 2 more pay-per-views to go, so I mean, we'll see.
Overall,
how it
it's
goes.
Mercedes, but for the men, time out.
If you're just going in
Mox
ring,
is in the
it's just
conversation
Bandido
now.
plays
Mox is up
everybody. I
there.
don't think anyone's close.
He is.
Mox is in the
He is,
conversation, but I'll tell you right now, Takeshita's a dark horse with this Okada feud.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. It depends for me what happens with the Death Riders for Mox, if how his character does there, because he's headed back to Eddie, I think, in the next few months.
It also depends what happens with Tony as well, because if people will quickly forget how good the first half of the year was for her if she hasn't got something good to get stuck into for the second half, because that first half of the year was fucking incredible. And all the build up to the Mercedes match and being the first one to beat Mercedes in AEW was fucking incredible. Like, it was huge, especially the way, with the that pile driver. Anyway.
Fuck it, we're going to watch. I'll buy a tiara.
Before we go, I will just clarify that, some of the things I do theorize is happening, I don't actually think is going to happen. It's just things I think would be funny if they did happen.
Surely not.
Because some people think, I genuinely think that, Darby Allin is going to lead the Death Riders or fucking Orange Cassidy. Well, I actually do think Orange Cassidy's going to see it here, but yeah, whatever.
Doing
You
so
do
well,
think David
Andy.
Arquette's going to turn up at some point?
He
That'd be a
should
great episode on that.
It makes sense.
That'd be a great episode on that Marvel What If show, alternate universe.
Yeah.
Alternate
universe.
What if Hook went to
Halloween
NXT?
version.
Shit, yeah, that's a good one.
I like you, Hook.
All right, guys. I think that's a good place to end it.
Because I've got to put the bins out.
Then
Let's go and actually watch Dynamite. See how wrong we were about everything.
So we got an hour and a half till Dynamite, guys. Thank you for joining us on this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Episode 70 of the Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, GW Podcast UK, for all news and updates on the show. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram, GW Podcast UK, where we upload clips from every episode. And until next time, I am that bald bro. Mark just left. He's in a rush or whatever. Andy and Lucy, we wish you a good night and goodbye. Bang.
I've just realised we haven't been recording. No, I'm taking the piss. I'm taking the piss.